Hello, my name is Charlotte Leone. I am a current resident in Gilbert, Arizona. I've lived in Gilbert on and off throughout the years for about 10 years now. However, I started in Arizona in Scottsdale. I lived in Scottsdale from age 4 until I graduated high school. Before that, I was born in Mountain Home, Idaho, and I lived in Colorado. So I've kind of done a little hopping and skipping here and there, but I've been in Arizona since I was 4 years old. So I am a resident and I absolutely adore it, except when it reaches 100 degrees or more. As far as why I chose to be an early childhood educator, I have been working with children since I was 13. I started babysitting, and after working with all of the children in my neighborhood and showing them what I was learning in school and showing them how to do certain things, and assisting them with what they were struggling in, I started thinking, you know what, being a teacher would be very beneficial. I love working with children, and my favorite thing about working with children is getting to see those light bulbs turn on when they finally figure something out, because I was also one of those children that I didn't get math, I didn't get reading, and it took me a long time to grasp those skills. So when I did start working with the other children in my neighborhood, children that I had played with many times, had over for birthday parties, block parties, when I started working with them and giving the skills that I had gained back to them and showing the skills that I used to better understand those concepts, I realized that that was my passion in life, and seeing those light bulbs turn on and them turning to me and saying, "You taught me this," is one of my favorite moments in life. Right now, I am currently teaching at a school where I teach first grade. I have been at the school for 4 going on 5 years. I first started as a kindergarten teacher. It was definitely rough. Then my principal moved me up to first grade, and I have finally found my spot in life. I adore my first graders. I've been a first grade teacher for 2.5 years now, and I've also taught first grade in our summer school program. I adore teaching first grade. Yet again, one of my favorite things is when those little light bulbs click on and they finally figure something out, especially those young first graders. They're just starting to write sentences on their own, spell words on their own, reading on their own. It's one of the best joys in life to see a child grasp that skill. As far as my professional goals in my future, I'm going for my master's because it has always been a goal for me. My aunt, who is a special education teacher, gained her doctorates 2 years ago, and ever since she did, I say, you know what, that's my goal, because I've been modeling my life goals after hers. She's always been very into education and helping children, and that's where I gained that appreciation for education, because she's been a student for most of her life. She never stopped educating herself, and that's the goal for myself as well. I also plan to use my master's to move from being an in-classroom teacher to possibly becoming an instructional coach in my district. In my district, an instructional coach is a person who meets with other grade levels to plan lessons, to go over new curriculum, and to really dive deep into what the curriculum is calling for and how we can plan lessons to be developmentally appropriate for those students. I love my instructional coach right now. She's so helpful, but I would also like to do her job. Not saying I want to take it, but I would like to eventually become an instructional coach where I help other teachers dive deeper into the curriculum and see what we can really do instructionally to best support all students and their learning needs. As far as my undergraduate, I have a bachelor's degree in early childhood education. I gained it in 2013, and I hope to continue going on from my master's to my doctorates with a lot of hope trust and pixie dust. I wish everyone the best. I hope this little dive into me and this introduction was fun for you as it was for me. I look forward to conversing with everyone in our discussion boards, and have a good evening.